Muted. All right, unmute. Sorry, everybody, some technical delays there. Just making sure this is on Instagram and we are good. So you're probably watching me either from YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. So exciting. Hello. Hi, Joy T. Hello. So nice. We'll just give it a little bit of time so that people can pop in. Still figuring this whole thing out. So bear with me if some stuff happens. And I don't even have my headphones in. I hope you guys can hear me. Oh my goodness. Now, I just want to make sure. All right. Hello. Hi. Thank you for joining, everybody. So now the weird thing is that if you are joining from Instagram, I can't see Instagram comments. So I'm not sure what that is or why. Also, I will apologize. I'm not feeling 100%. So my voice might sound a little bit different. We'll just give it a little bit of time. Okay, great. Hi, Sally. Oh, so nice. Thanks for joining. My voice is hoarse, Joy, because I'm not feeling super well. But I was like, I need to still go live. I don't feel like completely out of commission. I think I just have a cold. So I apologize. But we've got my tea, which is brew, my echinacea tea. All right, so I'll just give it a few more minutes. Hope you guys are doing well. So I can see everybody coming in from Instagram. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bun says, hi, Erin. Hope you feel better soon. I'm working, but going to listen. Oh, nice. Thank you for tuning in. I know it's a bit weird because it's the middle of the day. So we'll see. We'll see who pops on. Yeah. Okay. Just making sure it's working. I think it is. We've got Instagram and Facebook open. So that's great. So I will have to go and look at the Instagram comments because I can't see who's watching me on Instagram, but so from where I am in the studio here. And it's a bit of a delay. So all right. But welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining. I know it's weird timing. It's the middle of the day. It's just how it's working out here with my son in daycare and not fully being back at my full-time job yet. So middle of the day works best, and like evenings are just not great right now with a little one, but I'm sure you can understand. Okay, sorry, I'm just telling this platform is just telling me I can't post comments to some destinations. I'm assuming that's Instagram because Instagram is a little bit different. So I will go back and forth just to look at Instagram, but then also to look at the comments coming in from YouTube and Facebook. So if I don't get to you right away, I might also just not get to you today, and that's just a matter of, it's just how live readings work. I'm not going to get to everybody, but I try to get to as many folks as I can. So for those tuning in on YouTube and Facebook, please feel free, and also on Instagram, put your comments just for this one. We're seeing how this works. I might not do this for the whole thing, the whole time, every time I do a live, but put your question in the comments, and I'm going to do my best to get to all of them. Same goes for Instagram. You can put your comments right in your questions right in the comment section, because as it happens now, the way that it's streaming, because I'm not on my phone, there's no, like in Instagram, if you usually watch a live, I usually have folks go to the little speech bubble with the question mark, and you can put your questions there because it's easier. But for this purpose, just throw them in the comment section. That would be great. Yes, for sure. Hi, Miss Mary. Hello. Okay. And I also just ask that everybody, I know a lot of you guys tuning in will, but just because we'll have random people coming in, I think, as it happens with YouTube and Facebook usually, and even Instagram. But I just want everyone to be respectful. And if you see any comments that are not respectful, you just let me know, and I can kick that person out of the YouTube and Facebook. So let me know. But otherwise, I will just kind of briefly explain how I work as a medium and intuitive. So if you are new and you're just tuning in because you want to see how I work, amazing. Welcome. Thank you. Um, how I work as a medium and evidential medium and intuitive is very similar to probably how other mediums and intuitives work is it's all just through thought. So I'll get an image in my mind's eye and it's my job to interpret that image to you. If it resonates, amazing. If it doesn't, please don't feel like you have to take that. But my number one rule is that I give it to you anyways. Okay. And my mirror is looking super creasy. It's just bothering me a little bit. Maybe it's so everyone's like, we didn't notice until you pointed it out, Erin. So yeah. All right. So if it resonates, don't feel like, oh, sorry, if it resonates, awesome. But if it doesn't, don't feel like you have to take it. But my number one rule is that I give it to you anyways, because sometimes there's so much information coming through that it might not resonate in the moment. But then maybe looking back, you realize it resonates, and vice versa. Okay. Or it just doesn't resonate, and that's also okay. The other thing that I also like to tell folks too is that if I'm, let's say, for example, Ryan, I'm just going to give you a shout out because uh, I see your comment. If I'm connecting with Ryan, for example, but I'm not, connecting with somebody else, but the messages coming through for Ryan resonate with you on a very deep and personal level, that is also a message for you. Okay. So I always tell people if it feels like it's also for you, take it. Okay, if it's resonating with you, you're like, wow, I really also needed to hear that today, then that's also for you too, because that's how spirit works. Okay, I don't have to just be focused with one person. If you're like, I really need some answers here and something pops in, please take that. Okay. But otherwise, I'm so excited. This is amazing. The first time I've done this on Facebook and YouTube, being able to do multiple platforms, I probably we'll see how this works. I don't think I'm going to keep this streaming platform, but I will find another one. There's another one that's free to use, and it's for Facebook and YouTube. So I'll be able to do both locations. Okay, so I'm just going to dive in. And Miss Moon Mary, because I saw your comment first, I'll go to you and we'll see if we can connect. I know you wanted to connect to your uncle, so just let me know if I know there's a bit of a lag, but if you see me, okay, chatting with you, just let me know that you can hear me and that you know that I'm talking to you. Give me an emoji or whatever's easier, or a hello. I'm here. Okay, hi, thank you. Okay, so Uncle John. I also have an uncle named John. He's still here, but okay. Hang on here. I'm just going to take a deep breath. And I'm going to see what comes through. I do have, so the way that I work is I do have a pencil and a piece of paper here. Okay, so if you see me looking down, scribbling away, it's just me kind of scribbling and writing down the messages as it comes through. It's just a way to help me focus. So if you see me looking down, that's all that I'm doing. Okay. Now, would Uncle John have had like a crew cut or like crew cut and dark hair? Does that make sense to you? And Mary is your name, right? I'm pretty sure I've connected with you before. I'm just wondering if he would have had, because I feel like I'm seeing like crew cut, short hair, dark, like just very, yeah, shaved. Almost looks like an army haircut. So I'm not sure if he's just trying to like tell me army or tell me that he was in the military. Just a second here. Did he pass away younger, Mary? Would he have been in his 30s? Um, okay, just a second here. Let me see. Because he's just showing me the number 32. I'm just trying to see what he's trying to get me at here with this 3 and 2s. unless March 2nd is a birth date or there's significant with early March. Because sometimes what they do is they'll give me numbers to get me to months and dates. Okay, before he died, his hair was very short, so that would resonate. No, he was in his 70s. Okay, no worries. Yeah, I didn't. I, yeah, that age doesn't feel right, right? Oh, you're 32 and September 20. Okay, so it's for you. It's a happy birthday for you. Okay, so Miss Moon Mary, if you guys are on Instagram or Facebook, you probably can't see the comments, but she just say that she's going to be 32 on September 20th. So happy early birthday. Also, it's probably coming in from your uncle. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now he's talking about joy for you, which is interesting. He's showing me like a gift, okay, which makes sense. We're talking about your birthday, but he is showing me like this present, and then inside that present is the word joy. Okay, joy. And I feel like this is more so for you and encouraging you. And maybe you're just going through a pretty tough time right now. We all have our moments. We go through ups and downs. Life is not always rainbows and unicorns, as we know. Um, But I feel like this is more so about you finding your joy, and maybe you're trying to find things that bring you more joy. Um, and so if you wanted a word for your year 32, I think it would be joy. Okay. I love that. Also makes me think of the animated Pixar movie, anyways, with joy. So maybe that's your little spirit guide is joy. Okay. From Inside Out, Inside Out. Hang on. He's also bringing through a woman. I'm wondering if this C initial is connected with her or the letter C, CA. Um, she also feels like she would have been older when she passed. Now, do you have Italian in your family? Is there Italian on one side? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Miss Mary. Mary, sorry. She said life's very depressing right now, so it makes sense. Bringing through a woman, it's female. And I feel like there's just a lot of love coming in for you from both of them. Okay, so she says, "No, not really." I'm assuming the "no, not really" is for the CA name. That's okay. I am wondering if this actually would be your grandmother. Because what they're doing is they're giving me the name Carol. Carol's my grandmother's name. Okay, so that could be their way to get me to grandmother energy. It's talking about you tuning in more. So I'm wondering if you're trying to tune in to spirit more or connect more. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I feel like this is the message from you, from your uncle, from your ancestors, okay? This is from everybody. Is that because life is not so great right now, okay? You're going through a particularly difficult time, and that is valid. Okay, so first of all, we want to validate that. That's from spirit, right? And then the other thing that's coming through is finding more things that I think will bring you joy and that just lift your spirits, will raise your vibration up so that you will be able to tune in to spirit. Now, it doesn't, I always say this, but it doesn't mean to not feel your feelings, right? That's not part of it. It means to feel your feelings, go into that, right? And we process all of that stuff, or we figure out how to process it. But I feel like if we find, if that makes any sense, sorry, I feel like if we can find the joy, things will lift up. And I actually, the vibration, you're gonna start to welcome it. Like more things are gonna start to flow. Okay, because you're finding things that lift your spirits, and so, oh, okay, I'm elevated now, or I'm a little bit more. I'm having fun, I'm playing. And so that energy, you're inviting that energy in. And I feel like there's going to be more flow. Okay. So they're really encouraging you to try and to find some of the joy. So Mary says, yes, I also tried to go into ancestral healing and do family constellations. Wow, that's cool. Okay. So yeah, that makes sense as to why I'm getting like this other family coming in for you as well. And I also wonder if the healing that you would be doing would be on maybe the mom. I don't know if this is on mom's side of the family. Sorry about my voice. Okay. Or and part of that would be your grandmother on mom's side of the family. That's part of the healing. Okay. Because that's where I would say this grandmother is on the mom's side of the family. Yes, on mom's side. Okay, thank you. Whoa. I'm wondering also if you're waiting on a call about a job offer or something, an offer. They're showing me the phone. So sometimes that, hang on. I feel like a message is going to come through for you, or there is going to be some, if you're not literally going to be expecting a call about a new job or something, feels kind of could be work related. I do feel like you're going to get some clarity and it's going to help you move in a direction, more of a clearer direct a sense of it's going to give you a clearer sense of direction. Okay. Let's hope this cold doesn't make the messages also hazy. I think it's okay. You guys let me know. Hang on. Okay. There's two things that I want to say. Spirits, I don't know if you've seen this movie, and maybe this is also for others. I'm going to recommend it because I think it's a great example about raising our vibration, trying to tune into a different frequency to connect to spirit, to connect to source. It's that movie Soul, that Pixar movie Soul. A lot of Pixar stuff, okay? So coming through. So maybe one, we're doing inner child work, okay, which is why I'm getting a lot of just maybe Pixar, Disney references, okay? But I think Soul is a really great example because there is a scene in that where the gentleman is he's a jazz musician, he's playing piano, and you can kind of just see that he's in the zone. He's like in this other space, and they talk about that. And so again, yes, I adore that movie. Oh, good, thank you, Mary. Okay, it's a great Mary. It's a great movie. It's a great Mary. Um, again, that's referencing to like raising our vibration, raising our frequency. Okay. So just feel like I'm reiterating myself. So I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that's coming through for you. And then I'll see if you have any other messages or clarification. But that's the main thing that I think that your uncle and others wanted to bring forward is joy. That seems to be the big one. Would your grandmother have been 83 or 82 when she passed? I mean, I heard 80, early 80s. Just trying to ballpark it. Or one of them. Lots of music with this 89. Okay, thank you. It's okay. 80s, 89. I've getting a lot of music coming in with her as well. I mean, we all love music. She might have also loved music. And like just I'm just gonna reference the piano is coming in again. Okay, but his mother, your Uncle John, was early 80. Okay, so maybe it could be also his mom coming through too. I am wondering if she would have passed at 82, actually. Hang on. I do think there's some news coming in and it feels exciting and it's going to kind of change things for you because they just keep showing me that phone call. So if you're waiting on something or you're looking for something new, it's like go for it. You're going to get clarity through it. There's some news coming in and I feel like it's going to kind of turn things around for you. It feels really positive. I'm just trying to see if I can get a time frame with that. And then Mary, if you have one final question or there's something that you want some clarification on, please feel free to let me know, or I'll wrap up and go to the next person. Um, oh my goodness, now I just lost what I was going to say. Yeah. Oh, yes. Thank you. Spirit told me timeline. Well, we're Wednesday. I just heard on a Tuesday, but I'm like, that could be anything. So September, October. I'm gonna ballpark this at early November. Okay. Something might come through at early November on a Tuesday. So not sure what to do with that. So it could be any Tuesday. Okay, thank you, Mary. All right. Now I think I saw one on Instagram here, and then Sally, I saw you. So I'll go to you in a sec. Okay, look, how do I now how do I take oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. Lots coming in. Hi, everybody on Instagram. Wow. Ryan, I just want to share your experience. That's so cool. And maybe you were in the chat and you saw it, but Ryan just said on Instagram, had a spiritual experience where I felt a presence hugging me and could feel their breath. That's cool. It didn't feel negative, but wondering who it might be. That feels family to me, Ryan. I'm wondering if that would be your grandfather. Or it feels like there could be a male energy with that. 'Cause I was like, "Oh, I wanna go female," and then it was like, no." So that feels more like, that feels very supportive, that, around that. Very cool when we have, experiences like that. And I always tell people I had one experience, I think it was just last week, actually. And it's very few times where this happens, but exactly at 12:11, and I noted the time because I just thought it was interesting. I saw this shadow just dart out of the corner of my eye, and it felt male. And that happened right before the reading that I was going to give. So very few times those moments happen, but I always like really appreciate when those experiences happen. Um, yeah, of course. And the male was, without obviously giving lots away, but the male was energy was her father that passed. But yeah, I feel grandparent. Of course, yeah. Listen, when I was really little, and this is when everything started to happen to me, I heard and it was my grandfather for sure, because I think it was just like a year after his passing, and I wonder if this would have been around. Anyways, I can't remember exactly when, but I heard clear as bells him say my name, and it was in my right ear or left ear. Sorry, left ear. I was like sleeping on this side, man. And that's scary. I was like, all right, I hear you, but I don't want any more of that. And so once in a while, I'll get like I hear something like that, but I've never gotten anything like that. And I think it's because I've said, no way. Yeah, I think that's your grandfather coming in. Okay. Mm. Hello, Magnolia Medium. Okay, so I'm going to give you a shout out. Sorry, you guys, I'm going to go to your questions because fantastic medium. I just want to recommend her because I popped on her live and she pulled a card for me and my husband. It was really accurate. I'm just going to give her a shout out. Okay. Definitely check her out. Okay. Where am I going to next? Sally. And then I'm going to come back onto Instagram. Okay. So, Ryan, I hope that answered your question. If there is a follow up, just let me know. And if not, I'll go to Sally. I think, Ryan, that is also more for you about your own spirituality and, like, your connection to spirit. Because I think if you wanted to do mediumship, you could easily. Well, thank you. Well, that means a lot. Magnolia Medium, thank you. Okay, Sally, let me go to you. Okay. So Sally, if you're still on, just let me know in the comment section. Sally, also a very fantastic um, medium and intuitive. I hope I could say that, Sally. How is my health looking for the new year? And if you can tell who's coming to me from the other side. Yeah. Okay, hang on. Sally, when I go into your energy, I feel just I just feel, I mean, I'm sick, but I feel just achy everywhere. It's not fibromyalgia. No. I don't know why that word popped in my head. I wonder if what is going on is similar. I don't know if that makes sense. Would it make sense also to say if there's somebody around you with a D initial in spirit? Sally says yes. Okay, I'm assuming with the aches. I don't know if it's the fibromyalgia part. Yes, and okay, I think she's typing. Fibromyalgia. Oh, okay. It is. Okay. Yeah, I keep getting letter D initial. Whoever is around you, but I don't know. I can't totally tell right now how they're connected. I almost feel like I want to say David, but I don't know if that's totally it. Add more. Okay, yeah. Okay. Mhm. I also am wondering if you resonate cardinals with this energy because I just saw a red cardinal fly past my window and I felt like that was important to share for you. Even hummingbirds, I feel like I'm seeing hummingbirds as well. Okay, just a second here. Sorry. I'm just asking about the year because they keep showing me this like ups and waves, ebbs and flows, ebbs and flows. If it feels like it's taken a bit of a dip in terms of our health, because they're showing me kind of a graph. The graph is going ups and downs, and then all of a sudden it feels like it dipped a bit. I do think it's gonna go back up, and then it's gonna level out a bit. Yes to hummingbirds. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so I feel like it's gonna level out because 'cause they're literally showing me a graph. Um, and I love that because I work with graphs in my in my day job, and, so I feel like spirit shows me graphs a lot more now, but anyways, that's what they're showing me, okay? I think it'll level out. Just trying to see. I'm wondering if there's gonna be a new doctor. It feels male, and I wanna say he's a bit younger, and I think you're kinda gonna be like, "You're a doctor?" Feels good looking, I don't know why. So, plus. Okay. Um, I'm not like young, but yeah, like younger. I'm gonna say 40 something, mid to late 40s, let's say. Um, but very knowledgeable, and I trust him. So I don't know if this has happened or it will happen, but it does feel like there could be talks or whatever, but it does feel like somebody new coming in. Yes, my pain doctor. Okay. Okay. As I'm wondering if they're gonna try to change up medication or switch or something or add. And it feels like it might help things level out a bit. It's not gonna get it to where we want it to be, but it feels more, I hate the word manageable, but that's the word that's coming through. It feels like it's more manageable. And I say I hate the word because, obviously we don't want to manage it, what it gone, but it feels manageable. There's something about 6 to 8 months. Is my pain doctor looks 17? That's so funny. Okay, yeah. Okay. I don't know what 6 to 8 months is. I don't know if you're waiting on something about 6 to 8 months or something. Maybe that's when you'll just start to see things kind of level out. 6 to 8 months. It feels like a little bit of a wait, but I think it's going to take time for whatever medication or something new or some changes. Not that much time, but I don't know why. Anyway, 6 to 8 months. Do you like dancing? It's a pretty random question, but because I ask because they're showing me you dancing more. I mean, in your picture, you're dancing, but they're showing me you dancing more movement. Okay. And the other thing that's coming through, Sally, is I feel like you're doing everything you can and then some. So make sure and you know this, treating yourself and just being really kind to yourself. Hope so. Thank you. Had back surgery almost a year ago. Okay. This is interesting. I wasn't picking up on anything back related, but maybe it's all kind of connected somehow. Do you know a Joyce? Just trying to see if there was a Joyce popping up at the comments. That's why I'm saying Joyce, but I don't know why Joyce came through. Oh, nice. Good. Okay, well, maybe you'll be doing more dancing. It's not Joy, it's Joyce. Maybe Joy is Joyce. Is Joyce Joy? No. Guys, don't sorry. That's the sickness. That's my loopiness. Okay. I've had chronic pain for years. Yeah, I know. And I know that because I know I know you through Maureen, and I'm so sorry. Just seeing if there's anything else. Let me know if there's any other questions, Sally. Whoever this individual is, this male energy also feels a bit younger to me. He's helping you connect to like a very I think you're doing something where you're connecting to so many different frequencies. Hang on. And it feels like it's about kind of lining them up so that it's easier to connect or go into those frequencies. I don't know if that makes any sense. And I feel like he's helping you get there. Also bringing in a lot of energy healing for you too. And they're telling me sound healing. Just give me okay. Oh, you knew a Joy who passed a few years ago. Oh, and that would make sense. Okay, so Joy is coming through. Your son. Okay. Yeah, oh, yeah, right. Okay. Oh, sorry, Sally. Yeah. They're with you. Your son is helping you out immensely, in every way. I think he can. I am wondering if you're sitting on a couch right now because it almost looks like he's sitting next to you, your son, and taking your hand. It also feels like pain in your hand. I know it's probably everywhere, but I don't know if it feels more prevalent in your hand sometimes, but I also feel like there's some healing coming in for your hands as well, and that's where the healing coming in. Oh, wow, cool. Absolutely, my son is always helping me, and I am working with plasma and sound, everything you said. Very cool. Okay, I was wondering if it was plasma energy. Yeah, very cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, he's around you, but it's nice to hear sometimes too. I don't know if you're journaling more too. I heard keep journaling or keep writing things down. Anyways, okay, Sally. I hope that helps. Let me know uh, if there's anything you want clarification on. Yes, I am, and he is here, and I'm cuddling his mouse stuffy. Aw. Yeah, cute. Okay. Well, I hope that 6 to 8 months, I hope something levels out for you. I know you're dealing with quite a lot. Okay. If there's nothing else, Sally, I'll go to the next person. I always like to just see if there's anything, even if I'm doing lives, if there's something like you want clarification on. I learned that from another medium, actually, another intuitive. Hi, Kidding. Right where you are typing them, you can send your questions there. And thank you, everybody who has just joined. Okay. Sally says, yes, pain in my hand, arthritic. Yes, journal every day on Monday, 31st, that he passed. Wow. Monday, 31st. So it's the anniversary of his passing is coming up. You're welcome. Or it had just passed. Sorry, I can't tell. Okay. You're welcome, Sally. All right. And I'm going to go to Instagram. Did I do YouTube, Facebook? Nope. Should go to YouTube. I think there was another one on YouTube. Sorry. I'm trying to see if I'm trying to be as fair as I can, you guys. Okay. Libby. Libby, are you still here? And yes, so if you are just joining, you can put your questions right in the comment section. Because of how I'm streaming it, if you are watching it on Instagram, there is no speech bubble to post your questions, so you just have to put it in the comments. Hi, Libby. Wait, Libby, are you getting... Okay, full disclosure, I've given Libby readings before. So, Libby, is your wedding coming up? And I know that you're getting married to somebody I was going to say high school. I did not go to high school with him. I went to university with him. Okay, there you are. You're getting married soon. I feel like you're getting married soon. No? Am I making that up? Did you get married? Why haven't I seen pictures? Okay. Okay. All right. I'm sorry to hear. Okay. That's okay. Okay. Libby would love to know if any messages from any of my spirit guides. Okay. There's a message about waiting. Hang on. Or am I supposed to wait for the message to come through for you? Hang on. I just saw waiting. So maybe we're in a period of wait or limbo or yeah. And they're reminding you, excuse me, sorry, this your spirit guides are reminding you you're not stuck. Feels really important to say. So maybe it feels like we're stuck, but there's telling me there's always movement. You're always moving. There's always things going and movement. There's always movement. Okay. That's what they're telling me. And so even though there's maybe some things are stalled, okay, um, or it doesn't feel like there's movement, there's always movement. So that's what they're saying. Okay. Bro, are you going on a road trip? Have you thought about going on a little trip? Because there's something about I'm seeing road, um, and then they just said trip. Okay. So I'm just wondering if you're going on the road trip or you're going to be traveling somewhere and there's, you have to drive to get there. I'm not sure. And of course, your grandfather's here. I always feel like I can tell his energy because he just comes in, he's always coming in with a big smile. Okay. And that's for you because that's all the love. That smile is representing all that love, right? That's there. And your grandfather was just pure, speaking of joy, he was pure joy. Okay. I'm bringing that in for you as well and some healing. I also don't know if you booked yourself a massage. I feel like I need a massage when I'm you. So there's some tension in the back. Oh, I'm so sorry, Libby. She's saying it's so hard. It's been so hard lately, so that means a lot. Yeah. Oh, your back. Is your back really hurting? You just had one. I just had one 2 days ago. Oh, that's why. You just had a massage. Okay, so your grandfather knows about the massage. Okay. And they were telling me about your back. It just feels like it's been sore. Also, maybe that's where we carry some of our tension is in the back and the shoulders. Keep stretching. Are you doing more stretches? Stretch, yoga. Show me some stretches. Okay. And that anytime that I get, and I know you know this, Libby, and others, watching you also might know this and if you had readings with me before, but all of those messages, those little details, massage, you had it 1 to 2 days ago. It's all those little things that are like it's your spirit's way of saying, hey, we're still here and we're around. And we know what you've been up to and we're still watching over you. Okay. So I'm not talking about a massage that happened like last year, right? Something recently. So that's always great validation and things to hear about. And Libby says 1000% super tense lately. So that's where I've been carrying it. That's wild. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. Hang on. And your grandfather was taking me to the J, but I know that your grandfather's name is Jacques. That just came back to me. Clicking, saying things are going to click. Things are going to make sense. It doesn't make sense now, but things will make sense. He's talking about clicking. Okay? Something's going to click. Or maybe something did click. Clicking. Just a second here. He doesn't, maybe despite whatever has happened, he doesn't want you to dim your light, okay? He's pointing me to this candle that I have lit. I always like to, not all of the time, but usually I like to light a candle just for spirit in general. And he's pointing to the candle, to the flame. And it feels like, I don't want you to lose your spark. And if you feel like, oh, maybe I have, or am I gonna lose that passion or drive or whatever it is? He's like, no, that passion, that drive is always there within you. Okay. That spark is always there. And it's about it's not about, oh, I've lost it. It's about, again, finding things, like we said earlier with Mary, that bring us joy, that can try to lift our spirits in some way, even that maybe that massage, right? Self care. Clarity. I'm asking for some clarity. I feel like I'm going to pull a card for you, Libby. Just seeing these, I feel like I keep seeing these, just words popping out. Clarity. And I'm going to pull from my, I'm so sorry, spellcasting oracle cards. Libby, do you know what card I pulled? Sorry. I react this way, you guys, because I love when this happens. Okay? Because what are the chances? How many cards? Sometimes it says, I don't know, 52 is usually the number. I don't know how many. How are the chances? Are these 52 cards that I would pull this card that we just talked about? Passion. Libby. Yeah. So Libby says, just for those watching that maybe can't see, says that you've been struggling a lot through this time and just had a discussion yesterday with your mom, who said not to dim my light. So I feel like he was aware of this conversation. Exactly. And reiterating it for you, but this card, passion, right? It's still there. It's still inside you. It's not gone. We never lose it, right? But sometimes it's hard to see it if we're going through a lot, like you just said, struggling with depression, right? I'm sorry. I'm gonna need to get some water in a sec. I'm done my witch's brew. Okay. Hang on. So it's just extra validation for you. Whatever was happening or happened was like a very big gut punch. I feel like I've just been punched in my gut. Would there be a Susan connected to you? Hang on. Okay, I'm gonna ask you two things. Is there a Susan that's connected to you, but is there also a dog that has passed away that's in spirit? A Susan would be living, but I feel like there's two things coming through with that name. With another dog. Not that Susan has the dog, but I know somebody that has a dog named Susan, so that image just came through to my mind, so I'm just curious. Susan, not sure. Okay, that's okay. But a dog, yes. Okay, so could just be their way to try to get me to dog. The dog wasn't a Labrador, though, right? Just curious. Okay, but dog. Hang on, let me see if I can get the dog's energy a little bit better here. Would this have been a smaller dog? Oh, hang on. That doesn't feel like it fits. A bigger dog energy here, at least. Bigger dog. Okay. I can't totally connect with the dog, but that's okay. Say hi from the dog. That's coming through. Okay. The ones that have passed were not smaller dogs, medium-sized. Yeah, those, like, smaller doesn't feel like it fit, but I feel like I got one, at least one. If they were medium-sized, they've got big dog energy. So they just feel larger than life. And I'm wondering if that dog also had, like, black, brown, and maybe like, a white in their fur or something, but I feel like I'm seeing mostly, like, blacks and browns. Mm. Was it one of them? And then the number 12, December. I can't remember. Is your birthday in December? Libby, I think things feel really tough right now, and maybe this seems like a long ways away, but I actually feel like December energy feels, oh, like I can breathe again. That's the So I feel like they're trying to give you a little carrot, a little bit of um something of hope, right? That rainbow to watch for, because December feels, yeah, I'm just actually more hopeful. I'm just gonna say hopeful. It feels like it's very timely too, right? Because we'll be wrapping up the year, making way for a new year. So it does feel like that energy's coming in, well, endings, but also welcoming all these new beginnings. And it feels very like hopeful. Okay. I also, they're showing me a boat. I'm just wondering if you're going to go to a cottage or if there's a cottage trip where you're just talking about maybe going to a cottage or you were on a boat. This feels like it's mostly from your grandfather. Okay. The dog's name was Sammy. Okay. That's okay. I do want to say that I feel like that dog's, oh, you went to a cottage a couple weeks ago. Okay. Were you on a boat? Maybe you were and then you didn't go on a boat or something. I don't know why. Or your grandfather just really wanted you to go on a boat, right? Okay. They know about the cottage. Ah, no. I think there's gonna be something else that comes up for you. I don't know if there is talks of a trip or you're planning something, maybe a bit bigger than just a road trip, but it feels like a trip with a friend, a girlfriend. I'm just throwing it out there. Trips are always nice, and I'm sure you're probably like, "I don't know if I'll have the time." And I know you're so busy with work, but I think it's gonna happen. Like, it feels like a proper beach sun trip. Okay. Anything else, Libby? And by the way, I do just want to say that I'm sorry if I spend a little bit more time with one person than another. I don't mean to. It's just how the messages come through. We were talking about an East Coast trip next summer. Perfect. Because I've seen water. Okay. Great. Beach, water, sand. There's beaches on the East Coast. Okay. Yeah. That feels really, really great. I think you're gonna do a few places maybe around the East Coast, or maybe once you're there, you're like, why don't we just go here? So that's what it feels like. You're gonna make a big thing out of it. Okay. This feels like a proper trip. So yeah, it's gonna happen. My grandfather is saying, don't wait for those tickets, you buy them. They're just like, when as soon as you can, you bet get on those tickets. But watch for the sales. This is your grandfather. All right. Anything else, Libby? I'll just wait. I know there's a bit of a lag, so I'm just pausing. And then I'll go to Instagram. Okay. So let me know. Any signs that my grandpa sends me that I'm maybe not aware of. You know what's interesting? I kind of feel like, no, you've got them. You got them. He's like, no. Grandfather's kind of funny. It's funny how he comes through with it. Now, in saying that, okay, um, he is showing me lights flickering, playing with the lights. And if you see any flickering of the lights and it feels kind of timely or in sync of like I was thinking of him, or you're just having a pretty rough moment and all of a sudden the lights flickering, that is your grandpa. That's also for your mom too, though. So he's telling me like it plays with the lights, the electricity. He's a maybe in another life he would be an electrician, but there's something about electricity. Okay. I know that it's easier for them sometimes to connect with, but that's what he's showing me is lights. Okay. Are you eating chips? Like a bag of Lay's chips or something? He's showing me like it looks like Lay's chips. You're probably like, no. Should I be? Yes, you should eat some chips. Eat chips. Eat the chips. What kind are these? What is he showing me? I want to say it's a particular flavor. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like sour cream. But he's showing me chips. But I have a bag in my car. Go grab that bag and have those chips, girl. That's so funny. I don't know if it's like a little bag. It looks like, yeah, just like a little snack bag. Okay. He's ridiculous. He is. I love him. I love him. That's so great. Thank you so much. Thank you, Libby. Thank you to your grandfather and spirit. Okay, Instagram. Oh my goodness, so many. Hello, everybody. I'm sorry. So, if you are tuning in on Instagram, just as a heads up, one, there's a bit of a lag, but also I can't see Instagram comments coming in from the platform, so it's difficult. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Tiffany, I think you're still listening. Um, but I'm just gonna go to your question. So hang on a sec here. Let's go and do this. Takes a little bit of time. um, because I saw your question. Well, actually, I had an interesting dream, you say, Tiffany, this morning with butterflies, with eggs, kittens, and a baby turtle. So cool. Was this a sign from spirit? And if so, there's a lot of messages there, Tiffany, about change and transition and new beginnings. You've got kittens and you've got baby turtles. And butterflies are big change, transformation, growth, right? The turtle for me feels like these things could be slow moving maybe, but it will come to fruition. Okay. So that's what that feels like it means to me, at least. I feel like you kind of know that though already. They're like, you don't need a medium. It's so funny, Tiffany. Your guides are great. Okay. But that's what they're saying to me is that's what it kind of feels like. Like I meant to kind of break this down a little bit. Turtles slow, right? But they're all babies, kittens, butterflies with eggs, right? New beginnings, all this stuff. So January feels pretty good for you, actually. I know it was just earlier talking about December, but listen, everything's connected. January feels like lots of changes. I think New Year, lots of changes. Okay, I think are going to be coming up for you. Things are starting to, maybe we're just seeing the seeds. There's like seeds or the eggs, right? And then I feel like next year things are going to actually like hatch a little bit more clearly. Okay, I hope that helps. Um, okay, Facebook. Let me know if actually, Tiffany, if there's any follow up or anything on your mind that maybe I missed. Okay. You said thank you. Tiffany said thank you. But I know there's a bit of a lag, so I'll come back and I'll see if there's any confirmation or sorry, anything you'd like a little bit more clarity on, but that's what that feels like that means to me. What it could be related. Do you see? I'm wondering if this has something to do with house and home. But it does feel a little bit more broader than that. Like I would say it's a very general message of things are going to be changing. If it doesn't feel like if things feel a little bit like mundane or just kind of like going about it and or you're looking for a change or you're wanting something new, it does feel like it's just a sign that it's going to happen. Okay. Oh good, Tiffany, you moved a couple of weeks ago. Congrats. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it could, right? You just moved a couple weeks ago. You're having that dream. Maybe you're just like going to be doing changes to the house. It could be a bunch of stuff like that. Like you're creating a home for yourself, right? Just wonder if it's a big transition. Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm wondering if this is your forever home too, because it has that kind of feeling. Like it could be your forever home. So I think you're gonna really make it um into what you want it to be, kind of a thing. Yeah. So I hope that helps. Okay. Let's see here. How can I do this? I'm going to get a quick glass of water, y'all. So I'm going to come back to Facebook. Okay. See if there's something that came up through Facebook. And hi, Rosella, right? Am I pronouncing that right? Rosella? Okay. If you're still there, let me know. I'm just going to grab a congrats on the baby. So fun. Okay, I'm just grabbing a quick glass of water because I feel my throat. So just hold tight. I'll be back. All right. Thank you. Sorry about that. Just, when you're like not feeling well and you're like you need some water. Didn't need to make that as awkward as I did. Okay. Okay, thank you. Ooh, okay, perfect. Rosala, thank you. Sorry. Okay, so Rosala says it's been a while. I know. I'm expecting a baby boy. Congrats. Very excited. Can I ask how my delivery will go and if my husband will get a new career anytime soon? Yes. Are you scheduled for a C-section? Or has that there been I don't know. I heard C-section, but I could be wrong. I mean, I had a C-section. Not yet, but might. Okay. I feel like there's a now you might not, things might can always change, but I feel like there could be a C-section for you, but I'm not worried about they're telling me it's taken a lot maybe to get to where you are right now in terms of maybe fertility or baby, okay? But I'm not seeing other than maybe, like, the normal, like, worry or just, not worry not necessarily worry, but, like, anxiousness that can come with that and not really knowing what to expect. At least that's what it was with me. I was like, "I don't really know what to expect with this," right? Um, but I'm not really worried about that. Yes, Rosalis is to 2 years of trying, so that makes sense. If it's taken a while to get there. Placenta previous to waiting to see if my oh, okay. Now yeah, yeah. Yeah, because I feel like there's talks of it, of C-section, okay? Because do you have an OB and not a midwife? I heard OB. But I like your OB. Yes, okay. Feels female to me, your OB. Mhm. You're in good hands. You've got a good team. Are you North York Hospital? Like somewhere North York? Yes, female, okay. Just wondering, I don't know why I feel like I'm doesn't have to be the North York General, but I feel like I'm seeing maybe North York, so I don't know if that makes sense to you. I can't remember where you are. So South Lake, okay. So probably not. I'm sorry. So not north. Okay, just a second here. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Like everything feels good. Okay. You're going to have some anxiousness. That's normal. Okay. I really like whatever nurses you have too that are going to be there that I want to say night. Okay. You know why? It feels like I'm in nighttime when maybe even, or it's at least it's very, or maybe very, very early when baby comes, but because it feels dark outside. Okay. You got this. I feel like that's from maybe a grandmother energy. It feels like I just heard, you got this. So you're going to be good. Okay. It feels like very much a nurturing energy coming through for you, older female. Okay. And then, so let me know if there's a follow up to that question. I'm going to go into if your husband will get a new career anytime soon. God, I would love to say yes. I really because it feels like it's also been a journey with maybe him and his career, what has transpired. Um, I feel like to get to where he wants to be, it's going to take a bit of time. But I will say next year at some point. Trying to see if they can give me a ballpark with it. I'm wondering if something new will come in, but it doesn't feel like it's necessarily what he wants. Like if something new will come in soon, like soon, maybe, in a few months, It could be that, like, something new might come in sooner than later, but it doesn't feel like it's what I want when I'm in his energy, and for what I want, I have to wait a bit, okay? There is job. I'm not worried about him finding work. It's what it has to be, though, aligned, maybe with what he wants to do. Oh, next year is good. Will it be similar to what he is doing now? Yes and no. Hang on, I'm just trying to see what they mean by that. I think it's still in the same field, but I do feel like there's some more different responsibilities in a good way. There feels more like leadership roles or more like team lead, I feel like I'm hearing. Um, I feel like I'm seeing him leading a team of people, so small, not like a big team, but I do feel like I'm seeing him leading a team of people. Yeah. So I feel like it's somehow integrated or there's some relation, there has to it feels like there's some connection, okay? Maybe say similar field or what have you, but it does feel different, okay? But again, I always tell people with future stuff, as mediums, we look and see what the high, like in the realm of probability, right? Because there's so many different things that can happen based on whatever direction we choose to take. And so right now it's looking like this, but it could change. Always change, take what I say with a grain of salt, especially when it comes to future stuff, okay? But that's what it's feeling like because it feels like something new might pop in, but I don't really want it. So I'm going to wait. And wait he should because it'll be more aligned with what he wants. It feels like it's a bigger company too, wherever he's going next. Okay, bigger. Heard bigger and better. I don't know who that was. Makes sense. Okay, great. Do you go for a lot of walks? I don't know if you're walking more, but they're showing me you walking. So keep doing your walks. Maybe it's a bit hard. It's probably really hard. Remember when I was almost due? I was like, I know. Alex was like, you have to walk. And I'd be like, I don't want to walk. Don't make me. Because you're just carrying such a big load. Oh, sorry. And then to try to make, I was late. So to try to make my pregnancy, like to try to make the baby come, would always do this. They would tell you to go walk up and like on a sidewalk, on the ledge of the sidewalk, and then you go down. So you're calf walking on the sidewalk and going down to try to make the baby go down. Okay, so Rosal says, yes, I do need more nature walks for my mental health. Perfect. So great. Keep doing those nature walks. It just feels good. Even if you're like, you just sit on a bench outside and treat yourself to a little snack or something, but it feels really nice being just outdoors. Also talking about if you guys are or would like to move in the future, this feels future, like down the line. I do feel like it will happen because I just heard move. So if you're wondering about a move, like if maybe it's under your brain, nothing's happening yet. Obviously, you've got a baby coming through, but I heard move, or maybe you are moving. Who knows? But it told me move future. Okay. Okay. All right. If there's no follow-ups, I'll go to. Oh, you were going to ask about that. Great. Well, perfect. I hope that I hope that answered your questions. Rosella says, "Oh my god, I was going to ask about that." Perfect. I love when that happens. Okay, yes. And then I'll go to YouTube, and then I'll go back to Instagram. How soon for the move? It feels a bit further down the line. Like, if I said 2 years, does that make sense to you? Is that too far? I don't know why, like, but 2 years immediately came to my mind. 2-ish. I feel like 2. 2 years, yeah. So I don't know if that timeline. Oh, 3 was our plan, good, okay, I was gonna say, like, 2 to 3 years, but I actually feel like 2 years feels really good, so great. Close enough for me. Yeah. Yeah, it'll happen. You'll get there. It's not like you're not moving next year, but it's coming. You're getting there. Mhm, mhm. Okay, Rosella, I'll probably go to the next person, but thank you so much. Thank you everybody for coming and being here. I love giving readings and doing this, and it's my way to give back, and so I don't ask for anything, just pay it forward. Pay forward, pay it forward. Okay. You are welcome. Thank you. Yes, we're all doing okay over here. We're surviving. Okay. Thanks for being patient, Instagram. I have to keep popping back and seeing all the comments. I'm just gonna see if there's any more comments popping up. But I'll go to Joy T because I know you've been asking and I missed you. Sorry. Joy D, hello. Joy D is like an OG follower, you guys. I feel like you've been following me, and I know many of you have, but like for years and years. When I first was started doing this on Instagram. So thank you. Okay, so Joy, the question is, what's my connection with JK? Was there a possible, like, are we thinking, could this be a past life connection? Possibly romantic. Did I say that? Okay, so she said, yes, I am, but I'm not sure if it's with the romantic part. But there does feel to be some past life connection here. This is why it's kind of like feels like it's amplified right now, or something feels like it's amplified, and we're like, what is this? But I don't think you're going there in terms of romance. This lifetime, at least. Just a second here. Okay, good. Hang on. You know, as I keep going into it, I'm not getting a ton other than, you know, that's what the connection feels like, is it's past life related, and but I don't feel like in this lifetime you guys are going there. But it does feel like there's lots of learning happening, if that makes any sense. Okay, well, there's a lot of learning. It feels more of friendship, like in this lifetime. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Just says yes to friendship. So hang on. They just keep showing me learning and lessons and things that you guys maybe didn't learn previously that I feel like you're learning together here in just a different way. But I'm not getting, unless there's like a more specific question, Joy, I'm not getting anything more than that, other than like they're just showing me like in a previous lifetime, there's a connection maybe to mountains. And so you might have lived somewhere where there's very mountainous or near the mountains, so which is what they're showing me, like out the outdoors. There's lots of nature references that come in with that as well. But if you have, let me know if there's like a more specific question, Joy, because that's the only thing that I'm picking up on. Will you meet in this lifetime? Oh, okay, thank you. That part feels difficult. Like it feels, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Like I don't want to say that, but it just feels very hard. Feels like a lot of things have to line up and for in order for you guys to meet. Okay? And things just might not be lining up right now. I'm going to say not anytime soon that you guys will meet. That's what it just feels like. But again, listen, I could be totally wrong, right? I don't want to say that it's completely out of the realm of possibility because I think anything's possible. But they're just telling me there's lots of challenges with it and things have to line up. But there is something about whatever this connection is, like there's a teacher element as well, and like a lot of listening, um, and yeah, growth. But and maybe it's enabling you to listen to spirit a bit better. I don't know. But because there's something about clear audience coming in with that for you, with whatever maybe you're learning through this. Maybe you're learning to trust your intuition a little bit more. It feels hard. It just feels hard to me, but I'm not getting a clear yes or no on it. Okay? Oh. So, Joy, let me know. And I hear Instagram is freezing. So, if you guys do want to hop on my YouTube, it's my YouTube is literally Soulwork. It's the same thing. I think it's on my Linktree bio, but you can find me there, or you can find me on Facebook. You can watch me on Facebook too. You're welcome. Sorry, I wish I could be more help, Joy. I know that's a little bit vague, but it doesn't mean to, give up or to stop, right? Um, just feels like a not yet. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Here we go. Hang on. Where do I go? Whoop. Here it is. All right. Okay. Yeah. So Kasha just let me know that the Instagram is freezing. So if you guys find it freezing, let me know. Which, sucks. Ugh. Okay, I don't know if Magnolia Medium, if you're still watching, because I see your message. So let me know if you're still there. Just give me an emoji and I'll go into you. Sorry, your energy. Sorry. No, this is taking me a long time. It looks like Instagram is freezing quite a bit. Oh, this sucks. This sucks. I wish it wasn't freezing so much. I'll have to do Instagram separately as a separate thing, I think. Okay. And real quick, I'll just share a comment that Sally said. So thank you, Sally, for sharing. She says, thank you, Erin. Realized earlier who the Dean name was. My great-great-grandmother, who is Native, and they took her Native name away. Oh, and called her Deborah. I call on her and she has come in often lately. Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Sally. Thank you. Okay. So I haven't seen anything from Magnolia Medium. But gosh, I'm so bad. I'm so mad that Instagram's freezing. But Magnolia, let me know if you come back. I'll go to light up my dark 77 general message. Instagram, you got to figure out how to be better. How do I pin? I can pin a comment. There we go. Okay. So let me know if you're here. Light up my dark. Light up my dark. Yes, light up. So sorry, guys. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Instagram is freezing quite a bit. Okay, woohoo. All right, so if it freezes, I'm sorry, let me know. It's not freezing on Instagram or sorry, on Facebook or YouTube. So if you have access to either of those, you can also watch on that and it won't freeze up for you as much and you can hear the messages a bit better. Okay. What's coming your way? Okay. This is so weird because I can see the lag in the video. Okay. Hang on. Well, if you've been asking for more like just abundance in this feels general though, not just like financial abundance. But if you've been asking for more abundance, it is coming through. Okay. Um, there and because you're asking for it, but you're also going after it, if that makes sense. So, I always tell people too, it's one thing like we can manifest, we can put it out there, we can say it over and over again, but sometimes we also have to do. And I feel like you're doing. Okay. So that's what they're telling me is that you're doing. Okay. And it's like, don't stop the doing because it's bringing in things that you want to be brought in. Okay. If that makes any sense to you. You're welcome. Okay. I'm going to throw a card. I'm just going to see what comes through. I'm really into my spellcasting oracle cards a lot more these days. I have a few other, but these ones just want to be used today. Create. There's going to be a lot more room to create. That's what they're telling me. So if you're wanting to create or like your own, anything to do with your own business or something, it feels like you're creating something that feels more entrepreneurial. And it's feels like I feel like next year, a lot of things are going to be coming next year. But maybe even October next month. It does feel like there's something, I don't know if you're working on something, but something's going to be coming to light and it's going to work out really well. I think I don't think you're going to be expecting it to go so well, if that makes any sense. So I don't know if there is a project or something you're working on, or there's a seed in there and you're thinking of an idea or you want to do something, but something's coming your way. Because October, but then also if I go into early next year, feel really good. Oh, you are working on something for October. Perfect. Okay, that's why they were telling me October. I think it's gonna go a lot better than you even think. I think you're like, oh, this seems great, They're like, yeah, it's gonna be really good. I don't really know what you're doing, but they're just telling me it's exciting and it's fun and it's great. I know you're gonna get a lot of people. I better keep my eyes posted. 2 cards. Ooh, okay. So the 2 cards that came out for you are dreams. Okay, and I'll show you the cards. So it does feel like a little bit of like pay attention to your dreams. There's something, maybe you're even working in that dream world, okay, with that energy, or maybe you're getting some inspiration from your dreams. But I would say this is a very much like your dreams are going to be coming to reality. There's some fruition around it. And also like paying attention to your dreams. There's a lot of messages that I think are coming through from spirit to you in your dreams. Okay. And then the other card that I pulled through is the beauty card. This for me is more like about, I feel like seeing the beauty in yourself. Okay. But also seeing the beauty around you. And it's again about vibration, raising your vibration in and your frequency. I just love the colors around this. There's a lot of purple in both of these, so there's a lot of intuition. Okay. A lot of like third eye chakra. I also keep hearing like you are worth it. So you are worth it. So it's always nice to hear, but you are worth it. Okay. Just trying to see if there's anything else that's coming up for you. You're welcome. Okay, what I was gonna say, that feels good. I don't feel like they are telling me about maybe a partnership, somebody new, a collaborator, somebody new. Can't see them clearly. I'm wondering if they have blonde hair. But because that woman in the card had blonde hair and they're showing me the hair in that card, so I just don't know if that's but anyways, that's what they're but I feel like it's a possibility. So I'm going to give that to you. Okay. Okay. You are welcome. Okay. Went to Instagram. I haven't gone to Facebook. I don't think there's anything. Oh, Lori, are you still here? Oh, wait, did I go to YouTube yet? Sorry. I'm trying so hard to keep it in order. I can't keep it in order, you guys. Okay, but Lori, I think you had a question a while back. Okay, so I'm going to try to do this for another 20 minutes and then I'll probably wrap it up. Lori, where did you go? Lori, are you still here? Hi, Larissa. Lori, I don't think so. I'll just throw your, yeah. It's hard, I know, because I'm not quick sometimes with my messages. Okay. All right. That's okay. Okay. I'm going to go to the next Facebook one that I see, unless Lori, you pop up. If you pop up, Lori, I'll go back to you, okay? But this is really cool. Kasha, where'd you go? Kasha. It's on YouTube. I'm going to try. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay. I'm doing my best, okay? I'm doing my best to try to get to as many people as I can. One, Kasha, love, hello to your husband. Love that he's watching for the first time. So let me know if you're here still, and I can go into his energy and see if there's any messages for him from spirit. Just give me a little hello or something. Okay. Thanks, guys. Okay. Hi, Kasha. All right. So there is a bit of a lag. So again, if I don't get, you know what I mean. Did you guys go see the Fantastic Four movie, or were you thinking of going, or did you just go and see it? I don't know why. Or you're going to the movies? I don't know. I don't know if he's into that stuff, but or like the Fantastic Four. Okay, hang on. No, we didn't. Yeah, that's okay. Hang on. So if I go into his energy, they're showing me him just kind of cruising. So you're just kind of going with the motion of the ocean. Okay. Um, I'm just trying to see what else. Second here. It does feel like the waves right now. So again, this is general, but it does feel like things might be a bit bumpy. Or there's some things, that again, this is life, just life stuff, right? That have come up that are just unexpected, but you're managing it very well. Bump, bump, like going on the bumps. Okay. I'm hearing like a don't be so hard on yourself, don't give up. I feel like I'm hearing a few of those words coming in right now because it could be that maybe you're wanting to get to a specific point in your life, and it could be career wise, that maybe you're just not there yet, and things have just kind of come, and there's been twists and turns and unexpected things, and it's been a bit bumpy, but you're still going. You're still going to that goal that you've set for yourself or where you'd like to be. Okay. And so I'm hearing like, don't give up, like, keep cruising, keep going with the motion. Okay. It's easier to go with the current than against it. Okay. I do feel like there's a female around you. Okay. I'm gonna say that I definitely feel like I have they feel like they were married or they were together, so I feel like I've got grandma and grandpa, okay? Grandparents. They are making me feel like they were together, so they're coming in together. So I'm wondering if both sets of your grandparents on one side have passed because they come in together, and it just feels really important to know that they're together, okay? I'm also hearing an M initial. Don't know who the M is for, which side that I'm on. I can't tell. Can't tell whose side of the family I'm on right now, but they're giving me the letter M. So either their name started with M or they're connected to somebody with an M initial. I almost want to say maybe the initial M is with one of them. Now I'm wondering also if your husband is named after somebody, if his middle name is in connection with somebody, maybe different. Okay, Mitch was his dad. Okay, so just a sec. I've got a few different people here. Okay, and your dad has passed away. Is that yes? Or hang on, Mitch was his dad. Just trying to see where, or whoever this grandparent is. This could be with your dad. Yes. Okay, so his dad did pass. Okay. Okay, so this is the M trying to come through. Okay. Now, would his dad's grandparent, like his parents, would they have been passed away as well? Because I'm wondering if the whole family on that side is coming in. Just a sec. I'm gonna sound very cliche as a medium here. Yes, they've passed as well. So they're all together. So that feels just really important that they're together. Okay. Again, sorry, I'm gonna sound cliche because, and I know you probably know this, but your dad is very proud of you, okay? Again, I know you probably know that in some way, but he is, and it just feels really important that I tell you that because he's telling me there might have been a point in your life where you could have gone down a different road. I don't know when that was, maybe like in your teens or something, I don't know. And it would have painted a very different picture as to in terms of like where you are now, or later teens, I can't tell what age I am, but it does feel like there's been a point in your life things could have gone the other way, but look at where you are now. Okay. You could have handled things, but he's so proud of how you have handled things and continue to just be present. He's talking about being present, being in the moment, or maybe you're trying to be more present and in the moment. Is there a Jakey, or a JA name that would be with somebody living here that is connected to your husband? Your J name? His dad is bringing me, I feel like I just heard Jakey, but I don't, you know, I'm gonna say J, 'cause sometimes they give me names, but it's to get me to the first letter. I'm not sure who would that be, but anyways, I'm gonna give you that letter, and I'm gonna just kinda keep going. Your dad keeps do you have, like, a watch or something gold that would have belonged to your dad? He just keeps showing me something that feels like it's I feel like I'm seeing gold. Um, and you would have wearing it on your hand. So I'm trying to think, okay, maybe that's a watch. I don't think, but there's something that feels like it's on your dad. Or not sure if mom has a bracelet in memory of dad. I don't know what to do with this gold band that I feel like I'm seeing on the wrist. So now I also am being told that if you have had dreams of dad and you've been like, oh, I don't know if that was a visitation or if that really was my dad, and we question it, and it's totally normal, and that's a very human thing for us to do, right? But he's telling me that was him. Okay. So if you did have a dream, or if you've had dreams about dad in the past, it feels like, maybe not all of them, but I would say the majority have been dad. Especially if you had one after his passing, that would be a visitation. Hang on. Okay. Trying to see if I can get something a bit more concrete. I'm also wondering if there's a birthday in June, or if the month of June in that family makes sense. Like, so yeah, birthday or anniversary of maybe somebody's passing, June. uh, okay. I want to say June 22nd or June 20 something, June 20. I feel like that's where I am, but could be wrong. Okay. Okay. The biggest thing that just keeps coming through over and over again is how proud everybody is of you guys, but of your husband. Okay. Is there a dog also that would be passed away connected to your husband in spirit? I'm wondering if this dog would be connected to dad. Maybe your dad had a dog when he grew up. Anyways, dad's with the dog. And I feel like I'm seeing maybe a sandy colored dog. Yes to the dog. Okay. So I'm wondering if the dog was like a sandy color or like a lighter color. I can't totally see the color very well, but it feels light. I don't know if I want to say white, like a cream color. um, or maybe he had bits of sandy fur. Anyways, okay. He keeps telling me about June. What's happening in June? I don't know. Are you guys planning something in June? June. I have to talk about June. Unless there's somebody named June, which is very possible. But I feel like I have to talk about the month of June. So I'm not sure what's happening. Maybe that's when you guys are taking a trip. I don't know. Or something's coming up in June. June. I'm just gonna say it could be July, but I feel like I want to go June more. Okay. Yeah, not sure about June. That's okay. That's okay. Now, are you guys moving? Or are you wanting to move eventually? Because I'm kind of seeing like this reference to wanting to build a dream home or building home. I feel like I'm seeing the um like the wooden slab, like you're actually building it. But that's the hope eventually. Okay, so because wanting to talk about that and that maybe it feels like you're not getting to that point, or it feels like, oh, we've got to wait so long for it. But I actually feel like you guys are going to get there sooner than later, and it feels like it's just come. This message is coming through more so as like just more like validation and just like, hey, keep going. Okay, yeah, Lo, you're on the right track with things. Like keep at it. Whatever you're doing, putting money away or setting aside certain funds, like it's like keep going. Speaking of funds, they're talking about an investment. I don't know if your husband's made an investment in something or he's like put money in some stock or something. Don't ask me anything about the stocks, you guys. I don't know if that's your husband, like if he does puts money in certain stocks. Or if he's thinking of pulling money out from a stock. I'm talking about money and finances, and all of a sudden they're like, stop, talk about the stocks. I don't know if you're thinking about it. He keeps talking about classic cars being investments. Maybe that's it. Were you recently, like yesterday, talking about that? I don't know why he's coming up with it, bringing it up, investing. Oh, okay. Hang on. Gosh, lots of movie references. Like, are you guys just watching more movies? Oh, yes, you were talking about it yesterday. Okay, well, if you were talking about it yesterday and I heard investment, that could just be your dad's way of saying, hey, he was, I'm around. Okay. I know that maybe that's a bit of a stretch, but listen, investment came through pretty loud and clear. Okay. Okay. What was I saying before? Movie references. So many movie references. I don't know what it is. Maybe you guys are just like wanting to watch more movies, or like you're watching, maybe speaking of classic movies. I don't know. Is there a memory? Would your dad have taken you to Star Wars? Like one of the Star Wars movies? It would have been like probably I'm gonna ask my husband. The one with Princess Leia. No. Stop. Okay. Queen Amidala. Does that make any sense to you? Sorry. My husband's like, you should know all this. He's into all that stuff. I don't know, because I was seeing like he was just showing me Star Wars. Okay. And I was like, okay, are we just watching a lot of movies? I don't know what to do with the Star Wars reference. But I'm wondering if maybe your dad would have taken you to Star Wars, or maybe you did go. And that's a memory, but Star Wars, or you like Star Wars. I don't know what to do with that, but Star Wars. And now your dad is telling me 2 kids. You will have 2 kids. So I don't know if you are you're talking about it, or it's like, hey, eventually we would like to have 2 kids, or maybe you just had that conversation. Again, 2 kids. He's just telling me 2 kids. So I feel like I don't know if that is making any sense to you, but I feel like I'm getting little bits of like, like things of, hey, I'm here. Okay. But your dad is saying don't put just all your money into one stock. Make sure you're investing in different pockets. Okay. I don't know. So, not just the classic cars, make sure you're investing in other things. Okay. Okay, anything else? I'm trying to, like, see if there's, like, anything else. I think the main thing, though, that I just kept getting over and over was that, he's very proud of you. And sometimes, when that comes through, it's because maybe we didn't hear it a ton. Because it feels super important that I say that to you. Because maybe he didn't say it enough or you didn't hear it enough. So I'm going to share that with you. Okay. I hope that helps, Kasha. Okay. Where'd it go? Okay. I have time for. You're welcome. You're welcome, you guys. Oh, no, what a compliment. Your husband also watching. Sometimes it's hard with guys. Okay. I'll go to Instagram. I know. I think everybody's kind of been like, oh, it's freezing a bit. And I think everyone's kind of left. So that sucks. Okay. Let's see if there's a fun little question here. Oh, let's see. Jojo. I don't think you're here still. Jojo 220890. Are you here? I don't know if she's still here. That's in my Instagram. I'm still here. Oh, great. I meant to go to you. Okay. But I think you also asked about dad. I think I pinned another comment here. Oh, what did I do? Sorry. Okay. Jose. Hi, Jose. Okay. Any messages? Okay, Jose. Let's see. Do you see something for me? Any messages from my dad? Okay, I'm sorry. Is there a birthday in August for you? Does August make any sense? I keep hearing in the summertime when the weather. That song keeps coming in my head, and I'm wondering. Summer feels important, but then they said August. Okay, yes. She says yes to August. Okay, and that's your birthday. Okay. Just confirmation that I think I'm in your energy. Do you know a Frederick? I am assuming Jose is French, so I'm assuming you're French. But maybe you're not. Maybe you're not. Mine and my mother's. Okay. Oh, I heard Frederick. Frederick. Okay, great. Happy birthday, belated birthday to both of you then. That's probably from your dad. Okay. The name Paul doesn't make any sense to you, does it? P name? P-A? Puh. Not sure what to do with that. I'm just gonna grab it, give it to you. If it doesn't make sense, it's okay. Let me keep going. He keeps talking about like take your time with things. So I don't know if that also makes sense. If you feel like you don't have enough time, it feels like I've got to do everything all at once. But he keeps talking to me about taking time, taking time. Okay. Taking time, taking time. This feels like it's from your dad. No, okay, so no, not really. His father's name was Paul Emili. Oh, there's the Paul though. Now I don't know if that was super delayed because I did say Paul. Uh, okay. It's probably nothing to Frederick, but Paul. Okay. See, I don't see the messages coming through quick enough. Okay, Paul. So that makes sense. So I've got Grandpa, his dad, with him too. Okay, we'll say hi from him. If that Paul name makes sense, right? Yeah, taking your time. Feels like maybe it feels like there's a lot going on, and it's like it feels like maybe when I'm you, I have to have everything figured out all at once. So I feel like I have to have things figured out by now, but I don't. And like I just keep hearing, just your dad is so feels. Well, I don't know if this is how he was in life, but right now he feels easy go. Feels really easy going. He's just like, take your time with things, go slow. There's no sense to go fast. It feels like take your time. Just take your time. It's very your dad has a very calming energy about him. I feel like immediately when I sit with his energy, I feel calm. Okay. He's saying to me something about you'll know when it's right or you'll know the next steps. Like you'll just know. So it's like take your time. There's no sense in rushing. You've got time. Maybe you've got more time than you think you do. God, lots of music. So I don't know if your dad sung or there's music or he played an instrument, but just I'm hearing all of these songs coming through with him. Actually, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he communicates to you or he comes to you through music. Okay, Jose? So it's like if you're thinking of him, you turn the radio on, all of a sudden there's a song that comes on and reminds you of him, or there's a message in that song for you. It does feel like there's messages in music for you. So I would just pay attention to things that kind of come up if you have your Spotify on or I don't the radio even um and something comes on. It's just really nice. Did you get yourself what's this coffee cup? He's showing me a coffee. It's like I'm looking at a Starbucks coffee. I don't know if you just got Starbucks or you got a coffee today. You bought one. I'm seeing coffee. Just double checking. Okay. See if there's any other messages. That was the big one about taking time. Could also be for your mom too, taking time. Again, like I'm hearing Neil Diamond now, like Sweet Caroline. It's different song references that just keep coming through. So I'm gonna give you the music reference. It feels somehow important for you. So I would just pay attention to songs that come in. Okay, I'm gonna see if there's any other messages that are coming through right now. Do you write? Are you I don't know. Are you wanting to write a book? Yeah, it's interesting. So Jose says that's funny. He was not a big music person, but I will pay attention. Yeah, it's just interesting how all of these like song lyrics are coming through. So, or maybe music is more of a bigger part of you, and that's how dad is coming through. Not a writer. Okay. Showing me books and like fantasy books, but I don't know, maybe that's just what you're reading nowadays. I'm not sure what to do with that, but if it doesn't make sense, that's okay. 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 I'm going to give you this name because I'm not sure what else to do with it, but I'm going to give you Nora. I don't know. I'm not sure. Can't see it clearly. Yeah. Okay. Hang on. Feels like there's a lot. They're showing me just like a lot going on around you right now. And it feels like there's something I'm trying to get to or a goal or trying to hit a target. And it's hard to do that with everything going on. It's very broad. Okay. But again, I think this goes back to like just it's like take your time because they're showing me like a bullseye essentially, this a bullseye analogy, but I can't see the mark because I've got all this, it's kind of clouded. Okay. I've got everything kind of circling around me. And that's why I think your dad is saying, take your time and then go for it. Take your time. You'll know when to strike. It's kind of the feeling that I get with it. Very general and broad, but I hope that makes a bit of sense. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get something else, but did you also just buy a plant for yourself? Or maybe you're just, I don't know, green up your space or being around nature more, but I just keep seeing plants. I don't have any more water. Okay. I'll wait because I'm pretty sure there's a big lag on Instagram. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No plants. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. I wish I could get more for you. You know what? Jose, I'll pull a card. It doesn't seem like a lot's resonating, but that's okay. Maybe you should. They're just telling you to get a plant. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Hang on, let me pull a card for you. Woo! Well-being. That's a nice card to get. Okay, so I'm also drawn to the butterflies in this. I don't know if butterflies resonate with you, but this is the well-being. This is the card. Okay. Um, yeah, is saying a lot is resonating for me. Awesome. Okay. If it's resonating for you too, take it. I always tell people, even though maybe I'm not like talking to you specifically, but if it's resonating with you, that's a message for you as well. But well-being, Jose. Okay. It's about taking care of yourself. Okay. Lots of self-care coming through. I'm really bad at gardening and so no, Jose, I'm so sorry. I'm giving you all these messages. You're like, that's not me. That's not me. Okay. Well-being. This is a lot about self-care and doing more things for yourself. Like I said, it does feel like there's quite a bit going on, and maybe you've got X amount on your list or to-do list or just things happening, but it just feels like taking a time out might be important for you. If you can take a little bit of a break with work, take a bit of a break. Um, but and you know yourself best and but I always tell people if it feels like you need a break, take that day or whatever that looks like for you. There's also the moon that's sticking out with me in this card, so a lot about trusting your intuition, okay? really drawn to the colors. It is making me think of plasma energy. So I don't know if you do energy work or if you're, and that can look like a lot of different things, like even meditating, that's energy work, trying to connect to your mind and body, whatever that looks like for you, or you're trying to find more moments of connection and being grounded. I would keep doing that and do more of that. There is something that I feel like you have put out there to the universe, and maybe you haven't seen it totally come through yet. I don't know what this is. Could be work related, maybe even romance, but I can't tell. I'm sorry. I wish I could be more clear, but I don't want to, just try to fit something that doesn't fit. But um, putting something out there, and then I do feel like it's just been taking some time, but it is coming to fruition. It is manifesting, but it might not be manifesting in the ways that maybe you are looking for. Okay. So watch for the like all the other ways. I don't know what I'm saying, but it might not be happening the way that maybe you necessarily want it to, but it will happen or it is starting to happen. Okay. Okay. Jose, I don't know if any of that other stuff resonated, but I hope it did. um, I hope some of it did. They are showing me the wheel in your card. Do you need to get not the wheel, the steering wheel? Do you need to get it looked at or something? I don't. Uh, steering. What is this? Hang on. Okay, if we can't take it literally, I'm going to go metaphorically with it about like taking control and taking the wheel of like reminding you that, hey, you're in charge. You can turn any which way you want. Okay. If you go down one road and it's a dead end, that's okay. You can turn back and you can go the other way. I'm going to take that as a metaphor if it's not resonating literally. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to wrap up, you guys, because I've been on here so long. But thank you so much, everybody who has um, joined. And like I was, just saying, if I was talking to somebody else, but some of the messages that I was saying really resonated with you, please take that because that is also a message for you. That's just how spirit works. Okay. Um, and I am going to share that real quickly. I do have space. There is going to be some October availability, but once my schedule, just because it's not super clear right now with my current day job, so I have to just kind of wait for a more firm schedule before I do any more openings. But right now, there's no October availability just because of how things are right now. But I will be just doing my schedule monthly. Thanks to you too, Larissa. And I'm sorry I didn't get to everybody. I know there was quite a few, and yeah, I'm sorry I didn't get to everybody, or that maybe I missed you. Yeah, so I will have more availability opening up. I am also going to be doing offering live group readings at a reduced fee. And I'm going to try to be doing that every couple of months. So it's more going to be of a pay what you can, but have like a set fee. And I'm still kind of figuring out what that looks like, but just to make it a bit more intimate, like so similar to how I do this, but it's just going to be a small group of us and everybody will get a message. And it's just a way to make readings a little bit more accessible to folks that maybe are interested or they're not sure yet. So that's what I'm planning to do. That's what I'm working on. That will come likely more in the fall. But anyways, I just wanted to share that. And thank you guys again for your time and your patience and your love and support. Thank you. Thank you so much. I could feel all the love. So I really appreciate it. Helped me get through the cold. Okay. Bye, everyone. Take care.